That's okay.
This is CBS LA at 4.
And I'm assignment editor Mike Rogers here at the desk with new details on an accidental, what was called horseplay shooting of 2 Pasadena police officers. New information from sources here at the desk. That's ahead. Marco. Yeah, Chopper, they've got you in for a talker after Lori. Hello? Hi, YouTube. I will talk to you momentarily.
Park, where USA fans are ready to party. Well, Newport Beach bracing for the worst. A king tide is rolling in and could lead to flooding in some neighborhoods. CBS LA's Michelle Geely with how the city is working around the clock to make sure that doesn't happen.
Prepping for the king tide in preparation, we have placed over 400 sandbags around this property to mitigate the runoff.
King tides are coming. Newport Beach city crews are working to minimize flooding in neighborhoods and on streets with several days of higher than normal tides in the forecast.
The harbor will rise tonight, the water will rise tonight with tonight's tide. The next 3 days, the tide's going to be even higher. So we're going to expect the water to be about a foot lower than the top of this seawall. And then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it'll be about 6 inches lower. But as you can see, this is much higher than the street over here.
There's extra staff on board through the weekend to keep 30 pumps running across the city. They'll be watching the most vulnerable spots close to Newport Bay, including Newport Island on the Balboa Peninsula, Lido Village, and Balboa Island. The long line of sandbags was placed near a spot near Newport Boulevard where pooling water creates a hazard.
This is one of our vital locations. It's a main thoroughfare for our city, and we're going to have staff here all throughout the weekend monitoring.
The combination of big surf and king tides could create problems. Lifeguards say larger waves are making a return Saturday and will stick around for 2 weeks. It's one reason the sand berm has been reinforced at the Balboa Pier. The pounding swell has breached the berm. Newport's utilities director says the big waves are having an impact on how high the tide will actually be when it comes in.
But it'll absolutely be almost a foot higher than what is predicted. So we have those measurements because we have our tide markers throughout the city. So that's what we're planning for. We see what the book says, but we're planning for a foot above that.
The highest tides of this event will be in the evening. The peak days are Sunday and Monday when it will hit at least 7 feet. In Newport Beach, Michelle G, CBS LA.
Former mayoral candidate Spencer Pratt speaking out for the first time on social media following his loss in the primary election to Karen Bass and Nithya Rahman in the race for LA mayor. Pratt did not hold back.
The campaign portion of my mission to save Los Angeles is coming to a close, and I'm moving on to the next, more interesting phase. Listen, I spent a lot of time slaying everybody. I've ridiculed everyone on the roster, and I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take the chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. You can get rid of me that easily.
Well, coming up on CBS LA at 5, our Tom Waite has Pratt's full fiery response after defeat, the receipts he claims to have, and his message to voters now heading into the November general election. We'll call for large home improvement retailers to make changes when it comes to immigration enforcement. State Senator Sasha Renee Perez is urging passage of the Repair Act. It would require stores like Home Depot to publicly report immigration enforcement activity on their property and to disclose their policies on data sharing, surveillance, and how they deal with federal agents.
These locations, these large home improvement retailers have become the very place where federal immigration enforcement is conducting raids. What remains unclear is the role that these retailers are playing in facilitating immigration enforcement operations.
Well, this push comes after Carlos Roberto Montoya Valdez died during an ICE enforcement operation at the Monrovia Home Depot back in August. Organizers say in the years since, quote, large home improvement stores have become a site of a national human rights crisis with continued raids causing fear, violence, and chaos. Home Depot released a statement saying in part, "We aren't notified that immigration enforcement activities are going to happen, and we aren't involved in the operations. We cannot legally interfere with federal enforcement agencies, including preventing them from coming into our stores and parking lots." Well, the U.S. and Iran are close to a deal to end the war, according to Pakistani mediators. As CBS News Torian Small reports, officials are still working through the details.
Both the
U.S. and Iran now say they are closer to a deal
All right, copy.
the fighting than they've ever been. Thursday, President Trump was eager to get it over the finish line.
They've all approved the deal, everybody's approved the deal. Now we'll get it finished up, and hopefully that'll be done.
A senior Trump administration official says he outlined that the agreement would reopen the Strait of Hormuz and lift the U.S. naval blockade. Iran would also agree to dismantle its nuclear program. The U.S. would get Iran's enriched uranium.
It should get done over the next few days. Probably have a signing maybe in Europe.
Iran would receive financial reward for complying with the terms of the deal. Iran's foreign minister said Friday that the memorandum understanding has never been closer and urged against speculation. A senior administration official tells CBS News their optimism an agreement will be signed is not yet at 100%, but has risen throughout the day.
It seems like the folks in the region now are saying similar things, so I think it's more likely that there could be something coming out of this, but at this point it's really too soon to tell.
Once the memorandum is signed, it starts a 60-day clock for both sides to finalize the details of how Iran can comply with the nuclear program.
A winning deal would include the complete dismantlement, again, of that complete so-called supply chain that feeds the nuclear process.
Iran is also supposed to end its funding of terrorist groups in the Middle East, such as Hezbollah. Israel launched new airstrikes against Hezbollah targets in Lebanon on Friday. Tori and Small, CBS News, the White House.
Coming up, more fallout after accidental friendly fire between two local officers.
Yeah, that's right, Amy. We're learning new details from sources about the incident and what happened to one of the officers. That's ahead.
Plus, an out-of-this-world stock market debut. SpaceX launching the largest IPO in history. How you can get a piece of that pie and the change that could impact your 401k. And a wild food fight in the nest the moment feeding time turned into a sibling showdown in Big Bear. Okay. What is she doing? She got a concert or she's just doing something at Target? Is that in here already? I didn't see it. What's that? Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right, Amy. You know, the chief of police called this incident a horseplay. He acknowledged it was unsafe and out of policy, but some are not happy with the term horseplay or really all of what went down here. We'll show you the video here. It was all caught on police dash camera video where you see the one officer in a patrol car. They approach the other two officers that are standing there. Then you see the officer on the right here. He backs up, pulls the gun out of his holster, points it at his partner in the car. That's when his partner officer in the car, appearing to do the same thing, accidentally shoots him right there. Now, what we know today is we know the officer that was driving in the car is no longer with the Pasadena Police Department, but sources tell me the officer who drew his weapon first remains employed by the Pasadena Police Department. Now, the city of Pasadena, the Pasadena Police Department told us that there were disciplinary actions that were taken, but refused to say what those actions were. And under California state law, they don't have to. That is not a public requirement of the agency to say that. But we do know through sources that he remains on the job within the Pasadena Police Department. What his status is, what he's assigned to, all of that is still unclear. We also know from the DA's office, who got back to me this morning about the case, they are reviewing it. The Pasadena Police Department did submit the case to the Los Angeles County DA for any potentially filing considerations for charges. The DA's office says it is under review at this time. So, Amy, one of those police officers, the one that actually fired the gun, no longer employed with the Pasadena Police Department, but the other one who pulled the gun in the first place but didn't fire is still on the job.
All right, Mike, thank you.
Ignition, engines full power, and liftoff of Falcon 9.
SpaceX is aiming for the stars and Wall Street on the same day. This morning, the company successfully launched another load of Starlink satellites into orbit, just hours ahead of a record-breaking launch that is thrilling investors. The California aerospace company wowed Wall Street today, going public with the largest IPO in history. Christian Benavides reports exciting day of trading made Elon Musk a trillionaire.
SpaceX's first day as a publicly traded company made Elon Musk a trillionaire.
Able to take anyone who wants to go to the moon, anyone who wants to go to Mars, or anyone in the solar system, and maybe beyond the solar system at some point.
SpaceX opened on the NASDAQ at $150 per share, 11% higher than the initial public offering of $135. Heading in with proceeds around $75 billion, it was the largest IPO in history. The rocket company's stock soared earlier in the day before closing at nearly $161 per share. Despite the astronomical performance, experts caution investors to take it slow, noting SpaceX is currently operating at a loss.
It's a big bet on Elon Musk, so if things go south, you don't want to drag your entire portfolio down by having too much money in this one sector.
Musk says he took the company public to fund its ambition of putting satellites and data centers in space.
Building
Yes.
data centers that allow the computing power to generate AI is very, very expensive.
Going public provides SpaceX much needed capital, but it also comes with a
And sorry, Des, I was in a meeting. Did we end up going to the Palisades in Altadena? Thank you, sir.
Green light for a major media merger. Today, the Justice Department approved Paramount Skynet's billion-dollar bid for Warner Brothers Discovery. The historic merger will unite two legacy studios and combine streaming services. Critics say the deal creates dangerous industry consolidation, but antitrust regulators disagree. In a statement from Paramount CCO Melissa Zuckerman says, quote, "This deal is pro-competitive, resulting in a stronger company better positioned to compete against dominant technology platforms in an industry increasingly defined by intense competition for audiences, talent, technology, and investment." Paramount Skynet is the parent company of CBS. All right, turning now to our weather. Are things going to start cooling down for the weekend? Evelyn Taft is here to show us where and when those temperatures may start to fall.
Right, Amy, a little bit of a cool down, but certainly a warm up in the meantime. If you take a look outside right now, you'll see the camera shaking just a little bit in the wind at the coast. Speaking of the coast, that high surf advisory and our beach hazard statement has now been extended through the weekend. So at least it's at peak. Use caution. We're still expecting a very large swell to come in, 3 to 6 foot waves.
YouTube. How's everyone? Happy Friday. Do you have a second? DO4 and 4 alpha are both going to be thin wides, but one will be VO 97 and one will be PIX 913 and camera 98. You don't need a separate thin wide. You can use the same one, right? Okay, cool. I'm gonna put it in DO4.
All right, thank you. Coming up, supporting mental health stability for survivors, the new program making sure young fire victims have the tools they need to push forward. Plus, he called himself an English Los Angelino. Now, Angelinos everywhere are remembering the incredible work renowned artist David Hockney leaves behind.
Coming up in sports, the Red, White, and Blue get ready to kick off their World Cup campaign on home soil. We'll have a live report from SoFi Stadium ahead of USA's match against Paraguay.
What is his name? Sounds right. Is it Tarek Patel? Tarek? Well, nearly a year and a half after the SoCal wildfires comes the launch of a major mental health and digital well-being program. Now, that program is focusing on addressing stressors affecting local communities like Altadena that were impacted by the 2025 Eden fire. Today, high school students engaged in an interactive workshop shared their ideas and took part in a panel with community leaders.
We know that the Altadena community was devastated by the Eden fire, and we believe that this community has shown incredible resilience, and it's important to support the aftermath of fires, which while a fire can take a matter of hours, the impact of it on a community is enduring for years.
Google is contributing $5 million to the program. Over 6,000
Hey, who's your AP today? Is she? Can I talk to her? Hi, can you do me a huge favor? I need, yeah, of Kiefer Sutherland. Yeah, like just for a which one am I using? FSH quote. Thank you. Will you just let me know when it's in? Thanks. Bye.
The Rams brought along their new rookies, sharing them with what teamwork is truly about.
It feels like real genuine love out here. I've been having a great experience for almost a month now, being around great people each and every day. And being able to come out and do events like this just tells us what it's all about.
Well, that homeowner says she is so thankful for all of today's work, adding Habitat for Humanity has been instrumental during the rebuilding process.
Okay.
Well, coming up, as people count down to the U.S. Men's World Cup match, passion, energy, and glory coming alive on the stage.
Well, the World Cup is happening less than 2 miles from here, but many people are finding their way to Market Street. How all of these local vendors and businesses are hoping to score big from the crowds, where many are saying, yeah, this lets them be a part of the excitement and not spend thousands of dollars on a ticket.
And I'm assignment editor Mike Rogers at the desk. Actor Kiefer Sutherland being sued after an alleged attack on an Uber driver in Hollywood. He was arrested for it, but not charged. The new allegations in court filings. That's ahead. Bye-bye. It's good seeing you.
This is CBS LA at 4.
Thank you. Yeah, new allegations, Amy, coming in the way of a court filing by that Uber driver who is now suing the actor. Kiefer Sutherland. Now, we'll show you the pictures of Kiefer Sutherland. He's well known for 24 and the Designated Survivor series that was on ABC for a while. Kiefer Sutherland was allegedly involved in a violent attack of an Uber driver in the Hollywood area at Fairfax and Sunset several months ago. Now, what we know is the LAPD actually arrested Sutherland that day for it, forwarded the case to the LA County DA's office. The case was sent back to LAPD for more investigation and now is back in the hands of the DA's office. But while all of that plays out on the criminal side, a civil complaint has been filed against the actor. I want to come to my computer here because we've got some of the details all situated for you here, and they are interesting here. Now, first of all, you should note the lawsuit alleges everything was caught on camera, saying the Uber driver has interior dash cameras inside of the Uber, and in the filing, they go on to allege that the plaintiff sustained injuries to his head, face, neck, and cervical spine. They also say he's had to undergo a medical evaluation. They say the plaintiff, that's Kiefer, or the defendant rather, Kiefer Sutherland, chased him down Fairfax yelling, "I'm going to kill you." They also say that Kiefer Sutherland put the driver in a headlock while he was attempting to drive that Uber. All of this, again, is according to these new court documents, this filing that was just put into place today. It also goes on to allege that the driver was struck multiple times in the head, the face, the body, and sustained injuries as a result of that, something that, according to court documents, was all caught on camera. Tonight, Kiefer Sutherland's team is responding, his legal team responding to these claims. We'll show you what they're saying here in a statement to CBS News, saying Kiefer Sutherland was involved in a scary incident when he was the passenger in an Uber and the driver refused to stop the vehicle despite repeated requests to do so. The statement goes on to say that in the last 6 months, Kiefer has become the victim of his consistent attempts to embellish and exaggerate his claims of distress and injury while demanding millions of dollars in compensation after he and his lawyer learned of Kiefer's celebrity status. That, again, is from Kiefer Sutherland's attorneys. It'll be interesting to see, Amy, where the truth lies here, because according to the complaint, the whole thing was caught on camera. So the DA's office says they're still reviewing the case. No charges have been filed against Kiefer Sutherland just yet, but now you can see that Uber driver taking him to court civilly. You looking for Marco? Oh, yeah.
$2,000. And by having this activation, we do two things. We provide an experience for people that aren't going to spend that kind of money for tickets, and at the same time, a big boost for small businesses in Inglewood.
Oh, I don't have that kind of money. This is my first time, and I'm so grateful we have somewhere to go to do this.
All right, now this group from LA rooting for Mexico. Okay, I want to give you another look. I mean, this festival, again, nearly a mile long here. They're hoping it's going to be so popular that they're going to bring it back on July 10th. By the way, this is supposed to wrap up at 6 p.m. tonight. Live here in Inglewood, Jasmine Neal, CBS LA.
All right, Jazz, thanks so much. Well, you know, we are just an hour and a half away from the U.S. men's national team beginning their World Cup journey. Tariq Patel joining us now with a preview of the big match tonight. Hi there.
My expectation is tomorrow is going to be a very tough game, and then it's the opening game for us. And I think it's going to be tough because it's Paraguay not only a competitive, aggressive, they have good quality.
Hey Gary, how are you?
It's starting to get very exciting here. We arrived 5 hours before kickoff, and the lines were already
That's what I was
forming around
wondering.
the stadium. They have since allowed fans into the stadium. It gets louder in there.
Yeah, yeah.
You hear the USA, USA chants. I've seen dozens of men dressed as the founding fathers, so I know I'm in the right place for a U.S. men's national team game. And when you talk to the fans, there's definitely a mix of excitement and nerves at the same time because it really feels like they fully understand just how massive this opportunity is for what they call the golden generation.
Hey, it's Mike at CBS. How are you? Good. Can I speak with Fighting Phantom? It's Fighting Phantom Friday. What's that?
Yeah, for me, I'm saying that the key for the Americans
Oh yeah, yeah. No, do you want me to call back or?
and score
Okay.
early because the
She's not gonna call me. I'll call back. Bye. Bye.
of Paraguay and becomes exactly the type of grind that they are looking for. Paraguay is a very defensive team. They are very difficult to break down, and they are not afraid to kick you either. In fact, the last time these two teams played, the match in November of last year ended up in a stoppage time scuffle where members from both teams were involved in the pushing and shoving. So the rivalry is already there, and with the stakes exponentially higher today, I'm expecting it to be even more of a battle. That's right. It was not exactly the win, the 3 points that Canada was hoping for, but it is still a very historic day. Canada has played in 6 matches in the World Cup, 3 in 1986, 3 in 2022. They have never won or drawn any of those games. So this is a historic day for Canada, and in my opinion, Canada was the better team on the night, so they really could have come away with 3 points, but they will still be happy with the draw and lots to build on for the Canadians for the rest of the group stage.
All right, thanks so much. Coming up, fighting for the future
finally, the American people are beginning to wake up to the fact that we're all facing very serious consequences. The best and most far-reaching social program ever created in the United States is about to undergo.
Now, according to CBS News Money Watch, Social Security's trustees report the program is on track to become insolvent by 2032. That's when beneficiaries would see their monthly checks cut by 22%. Still ahead, an MVP experience for a dozen local athletes tasked with a very special job ahead of the U.S. World Cup match tonight. And a feathery food fight, the wild moment as sibling rivalry took on new meaning in the nest. You weren't listening to me when I was catching those blatant errors, saying that we were kicking off the World Cup tonight. It said we were kicking off the World Cup tonight. Well, it didn't say that. It just said we were kicking it off, which we kicked it off yesterday. But all good. All good. Am I over at interview? Okay.
Hey, Caden.
Yeah.
What did I tell you the latest Pacer password is?
It was 4, but saw they were freaking out about it today, so I don't know if you messed it up or something.
Are you sure it was 4? Didn't we change it to 5?
Swore it was 4, but let me try to back hear what it was before you changed it, so the next number.
Well, 12 young local athletes will play a special role in today's Team USA World Cup match. CBS LA's Carl Fenstrom hit the soccer field or pitch with one of them and brings us her inspiring story.
Ready?
Yeah, Bob. Club player Suri Siegel will soon step onto a field most soccer players only dream about. It's an honor. I never would have imagined myself even going to a World Cup game. Suri will be a flag bearer at the first 2026 match on U.S. soil. She'll march in during the iconic ceremonies at SoFi and watch Team USA. My brother was so jealous.
I can't understand why this happens so frequently.
Rosales says Suri is talented. She wasn't chosen for her soccer stats. I think sort of pivoted and landed wrong. During the 2023 tournament, Suri tore her left ACL and injured her meniscus. She needed surgery. What was it like afterwards? Painful. But also just, I think a bit lonely. Suri fought back mentally and physically. 23 months later, she was back playing until it happened again. I knew something was wrong. Pop, fall. What were your thoughts when you realized you were going to have surgery for a second time on the other leg? I mean, I was definitely heartbroken.
I've known adults who don't handle it as well as she did.
say be proud of all the hard work that you put into this.
This week, the hospital is sharing the hope athletes like Suri embody. She's one of 12 resilient patients they
Excuse me.
chose to be World Cup flag bearers.
People would ask me, like, are you sure you want to keep playing? And I would just say, you know, I want to be the one who decides when it's over. I love the sport. I love my team.
Well, it's why she's back training, determined to rejoin them. She and her coach also want to encourage deeper discussions about preventing injuries, so more young athletes can experience this joy.
Anytime, dude. Carlton from CBS, LA.
After a sibling rivalry in the Big Bear Eagles nest, take a look at what happened when Jackie brought in a fresh catch. Sandy got a good grip on the fish and swallowed the thing whole, but with the tail still sticking out of her beak, Luna saw an opportunity. He grabbed the tail and pulled the fish right out of Sandy's mouth. The showdown didn't end there. After trading bites back and forth, Luna moved in to reclaim that fish. He swallowed what was left in one gulp, showing Sandy how it's done. Well, it is a little cooler, at least cooler weather's on the way after some summer-like temperatures. Meteorologist Adam Tapp back with next weather, and it sounds like it's going to be a pretty spectacular weekend.
Spectacular weekend. It's a beautiful day today. Good World Cup weather. And I gotta be honest, I meant to wear my red blazer, but listen, all right, we are going to take a closer look at your forecast right here. Let's talk temperatures first and foremost, because the numbers are quite warm for now. They'll eventually get a little cooler, but take a look at all of the numbers as we head across Southern California. You will see that the highs look a little bit like this. Yellow corresponds to sunny. Looks like they're going to be down in Lake Erie, Long Beach, Manhattan, sunny Santa Monica, 89 Woodland Hills, 82 in Downtown, 73.
Hey, it's Mike. Is she back yet? Thank you.
The temperatures will continue to warm and eventually they will get just a touch cooler. Let's take a look at the rest of your forecast right next to me. And as we do, you will see that we're going to continue to notice a bit of a warmer.
She really likes the name Fighting Phantom Fridays, huh? I want a statement I asked for like 3 hours ago. Okay, that's not true. You're really bad with time.
Okay,
I called you at like 3:30.
I got these pants and had no idea that they don't
Whatever. It's not 40 minutes ago. You know what's great is if you go to our YouTube page, you can watch me having this argument with you live. I'm serious. Go to our YouTube page. They can't hear you. It's just me.
And new at the top of the hour on CBS LA at 5, a woman attacked inside the Chino men's prison.
Okay. Well, I'm going on TV in 15 minutes saying you don't got nothing.
Allegations she was brutally
Well, it's not my
stabbed
fault.
by an inmate.
I asked you like 5 hours ago. We'll see how I feel.
My grandchildren here one day and tell them about a horse dream thing.
Okay, bye.
David Beckham is having a Hollywood moment, and we'll take you there. Those stories and a lot
No.
more new at the top of the hour on
Why?
CBS LA at 5. Right now, send it back to Amy.
Oh, no. I didn't even see it, realize about it till today.
Is the end of an era.
Mm.
With a 34-year career spent running
I-
at the Long Beach Unified School District, now Dr. Bill Baker is retiring.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hey. Okay, bye-bye. Bye, YouTube. See you next week.